Hello everyone and welcome back to PAX and Recreation, and I am late to this party, I know, but as you will find by the state of the multiple boxes that we will open as I release the videos, it was tough, people. It was tough. It was like I pre-ordered this, it took so long to get to me, then it got lost in shipping, and then it wasn't really lost, they just didn't want to finish the shipping. Calls in, calls back, but long story short, finally we're here for Foundations. Kind of late to the party, kind of late for Christmas, but I hope it's still useful for you, because Foundations, after all, it's an almost evergreen thing. It's going to be for 5 years, I think, in the standard rotation, and it's kind of like an introductory set. So I guess we are never late to the party if the party is bringing new people to Magic. And because of that, we're going to start with the one thing that you can't find anymore after the release, I guess, which is a pre-release. So I was in the doubt of whether or not we should go over the pre-release because I'm late to the party and all that. And I have more than one, as you know, I buy multiple ones and I play with my friends after the actual pre-release while playing in the pre-release, because I don't know, I just like playing sealed sometimes. So let's just open one for the sake of preservations that is recorded in the channel along with all the others. Plus I already have it, but as I told you, see this? These are the signs of violence, and believe it or not, this was the one that was like looking the best, so you can imagine how the whole thing was looking. But yeah, so Magic the Gathering Foundations, I have to say I like the presentation. I think I will repeat myself with the other products as we release them. You will notice I kind of like it. It's kind of like elegant, like Foundations. And then Foundations is interesting because it's translated to multiple languages, less languages than before, because Brazilian Portuguese is not there anymore, neither is Chinese, etc. But the ones that have a translation, it's weird to see Foundations translated, because it's like, even more if you understand those languages, but I digress. Like the logo, kind of interesting, with the A there, showing like a going back thing. And I like the the color contrast and so on. It does feel kind of, very Fortnite-y, e-sporty, I guess, with the colors like purple and blue and so on. But, I guess you have to get the young people somehow. So normal pre-release, nothing too interesting here, but to be honest, if you went to the pre-release, you pretty much already play Magic. You just went there as a courtesy, I guess. And you have Giada and Killian. So let's see. Again, the aesthetic, not bad. Tap into greatness. And then you have the new 5, the new Avengers for Magic the Gathering right there, which, ironically, some of them are, repeating players, some of them are not. And some surprises too. So Ajani being here is kind of weird because he is... Wait, is he dead? Is Ajani canonically dead? Damn. I mean, he was Phyrexianized and then he was reverted, right? Because of Melira, I think. Damn. So Ajani, right? Because, everyone loves Ajani and he brings some variety. Also, he's a big guy. Everyone loves, like, the big lion, the actual Mufasa from Magic the Gathering. Always better than Gideon, because Gideon is just like a toast with nothing on it. It's just like, okay, I guess if there's nothing else to eat, I guess, right? Even the Planeswalker abilities of Gideon are like, Then you have Chandra, or Chandra, depending on how you want to say it, which, has been the red Planeswalker for a long time. I think since they started pushing the whole Planeswalker thing. I like it because it's like the Power Rangers to a degree, and it kind of has some matches there, to be honest. So Chandra as the red Power Ranger, okay. Liliana as the black one, she's been there since forever, almost too, right? Like Gatewatch and all that. So Liliana is a fan favorite. So Chandra and Liliana fan favorites. Interestingly, I guess since she doesn't have... Wait, does the Jenny have a spark? I mean, I guess he has, but wait, how is the canon in Magic now? Okay, I double checked because I was confused. Oh yeah, he was fire actionized, then he was on-fire actionized, which was supposed to not be a thing, but whatever. And then he retained his spark, and then he actually made Nahiri lost hers. So, cool. So, Ajani cool, Chandra cool. I mean, how they are still here after the whole reset of Planeswalkers is certainly a thing, but whatever. Now, interestingly enough, Nissa will be here, right? But they added Vivian there, which I guess makes sense because Nissa doesn't have a spark anymore. So, you know, if you want to put the Planeswalkers as Planeswalkers and not just as the Power Rangers of Magic, that makes sense. And then the interesting thing is Kaito instead of Jace. I guess that is because Jace still has a spark, to my knowledge. So, like, I guess that, or not, maybe. Wait, does Jace have a spark? Damn it.
A few moments later.
Yep, so I had to double check, and yes, Jace is still a Planeswalker. I was in doubt because, well, technically now you have the Omen paths, so you don't need them. So he could not be a Planeswalker together with Vraska, since he was on Fire Actionized, which again, it was supposed to be impossible. But yeah, he has a spark. So they had the Kaito, which honestly is cooler because, you know, you have a ninja in there, so you have like different archetypes. Kind of cool. Sorry, you're here to see the box, and I'm just discussing the Power Rangers here. Now, as you can see, some damage. I hope yours wouldn't be like this. So, +1/+1 counters, some stun ones. Nothing too crazy in terms of design. Also, I mean, it's the foundation set. It's not supposed to go too crazy. You have some mini dividers here, and there is no drawing underneath besides the magic symbol. But I guess for this one, I'm like, okay, I mean, it's foundation. I mean, if you can sin of simple with one, I guess it should be this one. So, I guess it is what it is, right? So, let's see. This is the box. Nice. Same art as the back. Foundations. My box is a little bit smashed. But again, as I told you, it was a rough time. So a D20, a normal size D20. In this case, we got the black color and the foundation symbol. It's on the 20. There you go. The foundation symbol is cool, I guess. Like a 5-point star because 5 colors, magic, foundations, you know. It would be very funny if they go like foundations and then it was colorless and the 6th color or something. And it's like, whoop, I guess not. So the normal box that we are already used to for a while, which is, you know, not a bad design. They don't need to reinvent it every single time. How to build a pre-release deck, which is always useful, I was about to say useless. And interestingly, all the products that you can buy from this line, from Foundations. Now, and most of them, I guess, we will review in the channel, but interestingly, there are no commander decks, which I think is interesting because they are just printing commander decks for everything. You would assume that is like, well, why not? And actually, I had to triple check back in the day when I was like pre-ordering this because I was like, wait, no commander decks, really? And you can see here that they go like, oh, you have the starter commander decks, which they are kind of sold out in a lot of stores, so it's not like they are easy access. Plus, they don't have the same branding, but plus, it just says like, Commander, join the most popular format, blah, blah, blah. Like, it doesn't have like the... But again, they're just like showing you all the types of Magic the Gathering, which again, to be fair, if you're in a pre-release, I will find it very weird. I mean, not impossible, but I will find it very weird that you're in a pre-release and you don't know anything about Magic. I guess someone will have dragged you. I guess that the idea is that people will drag you and like, hey, come. It's like, it's going to be your first, your first experience in Magic and so on, because this is the perfect set to start, I guess. But still, it's kind of confusing nonetheless. A divider, which is a very elegant divider, kind of cool. Sometimes simplicity just wins. And it's interesting that it's like Jeff Carpenter is credited as the artist. Not because, it doesn't have any work on it, but you're used to like always seeing like a drawing or something and then the artist name, but this is also art. So the divider goes here, and then we have a pre-release promo card. Let's see what we get in a paper booster, which are eco-friendly. So, Galta Primal Hunger, let's go! So if you have to pull one in Foundations, might as well be Galta. So not bad for a promo in foil. One thing that I still miss with these promos is to have the actual date in here. It's just like, 2024. It's like, thank you, I guess. Like, it doesn't feel like an event anymore. It just feels like a And a code that you can use in Magic Arena, which ironically is very useful to learn how to play. So let's put this here. Let's put Galta. I guess green goes here. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 play boosters, baby. So let's hit the road right there. And Ajani is the chosen one for the art of the boosters, which is not bad. Ajani is having like this second youth. They made him a trader, and then he's like the poster boy for Modern Horizons 3. And then he is also the poster boy for Foundations, which is great. So Elstorm Giant, again, the idea is that if you did this, you wouldn't be like, ugh, super rares and mythics. This is the most basic. This is the most basic Magic the Gathering set. So no expectations here of pulling crazy stuff. Like I got pretty happy about Galta, but you know, it's within that reasonable expectation of things that you can get in here. There are some very good reprints in Foundations here. I think that they did the correct thing and try to pull old people with the reprints, which is not bad. Elvish Archdruid, other elf creatures you control get +1/+1, and if you tap it, add 1 green for each elf you control, which is not bad. That's the rare of the pack. We have a foil, which is Gleaming Barrier. Okay. And actually, we're spread so wide that it's like, yeah, we can fit all the cards. A basic mountain and a goblin token. There's actually a double-sided token. Okay, that's true. Sometimes they go like this: zombie and goblin, not bad. It's funny how people just like tokens. Like obviously, if the choice is an ad, people will always go like, nah, F the ad, give me the token. But people just like tokens. You know, it's like a free card that doesn't count. It's like not a real card, but it's kind of cool. Another Raider, another Ranger, another Commando, a Lookout, all classes. Stab, Incinerating Blast, Campus Guide, Affectionate Indrik, Cat Collector. Ooh, Swiftfoot Boots, not bad. Electro Duplicate. So for 2 and 1 red, you create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste, and at the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice the token. It has flashback, which is not bad. And I like it that they actually explain most of the keywords, because again, it's the Foundation set. It's basically core 2024 or 2025. So a Curator of Destinies is a Sphinx for 4 and 2 blue. This spell can be countered. It has flying. It's a 5/5 and says, when this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other onto your graveyard. Not bad. Ooh, another one? Well, this thing is loaded. Rise of the Dark Realms in Super Treatment and Foil. So 2 rares and 1 mythic. Well, here I was saying like, oh, well, these packs are just, the basics, and I got 1 loaded, but not all of them are like this. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Pow! That, just like that, baby. Blossoming Sands, and an art card, an amazing art card for Kiora the Rising Tide. Not bad, it's true. Kiora is here. Just put this here, tokens, and this goes here. Next, 3rd booster. So what I was saying is, this has like a good balance of like, this is made to play with, but let's be honest, Magic the Gathering is corrupted in the sense that a lot of people just play for the value, or they just buy the cards for the value, or they're just hunting for like a pretty card or a valuable card or something. So it's all money tied, and the same way that it's money tied, that Wizards is a company, they want to make money, they want to sell these Foundation sets, so they want to bring more people into the game, but they don't want to risk themselves. I think it was a very good play that they went like, we just released the the foundation set before all the Marvel stuff that is about to come and Final Fantasy and all that, so that you have the basics and then you have the IPs that you love. So you have no way of justifying not wanting or not like, oh, I can't start in Magic. It's like, nope, you have all the choices. Arabo, the first Fang, for 2 and 1 white, is a 2/2 cat avatar. Other cats you control get +1/+1. And whenever Arabo or another non-token cat you control enters, create a 1/1 white cat creature token. Not bad. A foil ambush wolf. Ooh, a full art land. Very nice. I'll put them with the normal lands, I guess. And a Vivian Ride token. Not bad. All tokens are double-sided here, apparently. Elf Warrior. 4th out of 6. So, they put the special treatments and the reprints and all that for a new player. They don't care about the reprints. They will maybe hear or see a video online and go like, oh, this is a valuable card. And, they get excited. They get addicted to the hunt. They see foil cards, special treatments, and they get addicted to the hunt, which is, the first one is free. And in this case, it's like, oh yeah, this is for playing, but have you seen this foil card? And, it brings all people, like all players, players that have been here for a long time, I guess that's the word, and new players. Drake Hatcher for 1 and 1 blue is a 1/3 human wizard, has vigilance and prowess, and explains what prowess is, which is great. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put as many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubator counters from this creature, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. So basically, it's Khaleesi, but cool. A foil Runaway Together, Scourge Barrens, which, fixing lands, but like slow lands, because again, a dragon token, which looks pretty cool, and another dragon token, so you can just pick between a 4/4 and a 5/5. Love it. 5th out of 6. A couple of chase cards in here, but overall, I don't think it together. It sounds, it sounds like a old people kind of thing, like, oh well, here you go, you and the old guys going like, oh, this is actually a good set because it's full of magic. I don't like Universes Beyond. Like, I don't have anything against Universes Beyond. Like, some of my favorite decks, commander decks and so on, are Universes Beyond. And like, I liked Magic before. Obviously, I prefer when Magic goes into their own lore, and I will prefer certainly if Magic like use their IP for like TV series and so on, so that people will get to know the lore, because sometimes the lore is kind of meh, but overall they have like great moments. Ooh, Quilled Great Worm for 4 and 2 green is a creature worm, 7/7 trample. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to during your turn, put as many +1/+1 counters on it. You may cast this card from your graveyard by removing 6 counters from among creatures you control, in addition to paying its other costs. Not bad. And a foil Billowing Shriekmass, an island, and a signed art card. In this case is Fishing Pole from Frank Bowinkle, I guess. Sorry if I mispronounced that, man. And last but not least of this pre-release. All pre-releases are the same. The contents will not be, however. Just like disclaiming. Because that's the magic of boosters. If you're new to Magic, well, that's how the thing works. You get to open boosters and pull things, kids. That's how we are still here after 30 years. But overall, it feels like a correct set, like a greatest hits. It's like a core set. They didn't call it core because I guess they wanted to simplify it. It gives you like a basic kit of tools for standard and so on. Ooh, Dracoseth, Maw of Flames. For 4 and 3 red is a 7/7. You can tell this is like a core set because these cards are not like super crazy. Flying, whenever Dracoseth attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets. So a lot of damage, very red, very dragon. This actually goes here. Goblin Borders in foil, Scoundred Barons, and a rat token that is also a zombie token. Not bad at all. So overall, first impressions, and you will see more as we open more and more Foundation stuff before the inevitably Innistrad comes by and everything just keeps rolling into a ball of fire because we have Magic the Gathering every month, new releases, 7 products, yeah! But basically, if you're new to Magic, I mean, this is a pre-release, right? So either you did it or you didn't. Maybe you can still get your hands into it. Pre-releases in case you are new to it, because I realize I haven't explained what a pre-release is, and maybe you stumbled into this looking for Foundation stuff, and but basically a pre-release is something that you buy on the release day, the pre-release day actually, because Magic sets get released first for local game stores and the week after for like Amazon and so on, and pre-releases are technically for local game stores and so on. You buy these, what you just saw me opening, and you are supposed to play, like build a deck with your contents and play that Friday Night Magic, that pre-release, with the cards that you pulled. And you get some goodies like the promo and the die, and it's all cool and fun, and you have some extra cardboard to adorn your life, and you take the box home with your cards and everyone is happy. So and also you get the Magic Arena code, which is pretty cool. So then getting your hands on them after that is difficult because most stores try to not over order, and some stores don't even want to sell you these. They just want it to be like used for local play. So maybe you can get your hands on this. But as impressions of Foundations, yeah, basically Foundations is what the name pretty literally says, is a Foundation set, is the default set, is the basic set, is the core set, and it's going to be for the next 5 years. And it's like, if you want to learn how to play Magic, start here. If you want to play the basics of Magic, start here. If you want to get to know a little bit of the Magic lore, start here, because you get a lot of planes. Sadly, not a lot of context, but a lot of cards have flavor text, so that's pretty good. What do I think about this one in particular? Well, it's kind of elegant, I guess is the word. Not a lot of, not very exaggerated, just very reserved, I guess. Black and purple and blue, like simple colors, but kind of cool. And you can see that it is actually kind of cool because, look at this divider. It just rules. So sometimes simple is good. And in this case, simple is the name of the game because it is all about Foundations. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those cool things that the cool kids do. And I will see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Bye.